So by now, you know that Hillary Clinton testified, and it was supposed to be a closed-door testimony per the Republicans' demands. And therefore, nothing was supposed to come out of that testimony, not even a photograph. However, Lauren Boebert did take a photograph of Hillary Clinton and sent it to Benny Johnson, far right-wing scumbag Nazi propagandist for the Republican Party. And he posted it while that was going on. Here are a couple of clips of Lauren Boebert being asked about it immediately afterwards, and then I believe the next day or maybe later on that day.
After the picture? I'm sorry, what? Laura, okay? And not of the camera, okay?
Are you reprimanded by Chairman Boebert for that?
No, there's no reprimanding. There was no violating.
No rules violated?
What stood out to you, Congresswoman, from the deposition so far?
Well, I mean, I really admired her blue suit, so I wanted to capture that for everyone.
Anything else that she said?
Why did you send the picture?
Why not?
I really admired her lovely blue suit, and I wanted to capture it. Why did you send the picture? Why not? She's not smart enough to play this game. And then she says this.
Representative Boebert, can you talk to us about why you sent that picture?
I just returned to my hotel room and installed the BleachBit software and took a camera to my iPad. So, I guess in regards to any photos, I do not recall. You don't remember
Sending the picture of Clinton?
Who's the kid? Are you going to Broadway show while you're here?
Absolute fucking trash. And not even smart enough to play this game. You sound even dingier than we think you are when you say shit like that. But here we are. This is who's representing a district in the great state of Colorado. This thing. Colorado's version of Sarah Palin. Sarah Palin if you ordered her off of Wish TV. Quite possibly, now that Marjorie Taylor Greene is gone, the single dumbest member of Congress out of either chamber. Lauren Boebert. Just white trash to the core. So let me get this straight. You guys pissed and moaned that the Clintons wanted to have an open testimony, an open hearing. Had to be behind closed doors, right? But then you didn't want it to be behind closed doors. You wanted to be public. You wanted to snap a picture and say that you were the one that got it out to Benny Johnson. Yay, look at me, right? Let me ask you a question. Lauren, why aren't you asking for this First Lady's testimony? You actually have evidence that she knew Jeffrey Epstein. You have a lot of evidence that not only that she knew Jeffrey Epstein, but she partied with him and socialized with him on multiple occasions. You have no evidence that Hillary Clinton even knew Jeffrey Epstein. Why aren't you clamoring for this First Lady's testimony? Because you're not about actually getting to the bottom of any of this. You're not even a serious legislator. You're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment to your district, your state, to this fucking country and the seat that you hold. You're a fucking idiot. You're dumber than a bag of goddamn wrenches. You don't know how to play this game. And I'm beginning to wonder if the stories we heard about you before you got elected were true. The things that you did with Ted Cruz, the things that you did for money, which, hey, I got no problem with if you did them. Go make that paper, boo. But is that how you got where you are? Because you don't possess the intelligence to get where you are. And before anybody thinks that I'm only saying this because she's a woman, I don't think Trump has the intelligence to be where he is either. And all of you think he's an alpha male, so fucking miss me with that bullshit before you even start typing. Lauren Boebert is the absolute worst we can put out there. Just absolute fucking trash. Dumber than a bag of hammers. Just, God, Colorado. Fucking do better.